This week on TNA Xplosion, Gia Miller goes around the ring with the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Jordynne Grace. The Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week. In case you missed it. And our main event, we'll see the high-flying sensation Leon Slater go one-on-one with the baddest man in TNA, Khan. But first, it's tag team action with Sinner and Saint squaring off against Torero and Quintero. Xplosion starts now.
The following is the tag team match. Introducing first, the team of Torero and Quintero.
And we are set for action here in Chicago, Illinois. Tom Hanvin joined ringside by me, Gia Miller. We've got ourselves Quintero and Torero. Torero on the right, on your screen right now in the mask, and on the left, Quintero. These two compete often as part of Cali Lucha Libre, a Chicago-based promotion now in its 17th year.
Their opponents, the team of Judas Icarus and Travis Williams, Sinner and Saint.
Meanwhile, their opponents, Gia, we've gotten to see quite a bit of recently right here on Xplosion as well as on TNA Impact.
Yes, we have, and they have made quite the impression so far, and I can't wait to see how it all goes down tonight.
It's a clash of styles. The Lucha Libre from Quintero and Torero and Sinner and Saint really have shown a diverse skill set. What makes them so special in your mind?
In my mind, they can keep up with anyone. It doesn't matter the style that you put in front of them. They are going to capitalize on whatever they can.
So this will be Travis Williams to start things off against Quintero. Tag team action here on TNA Xplosion after what was a fantastic edition of Impact last night in the wake of Against All Odds, which you can watch anytime on demand right here on TNA Plus. Just what a night we had at Against All Odds. You literally, this is without exaggeration, the world was talking about TNA.
It was, and I mean, the whole building was just shaking with those chants of TNA, TNA. You could feel the energy in the room. It was ecstatic.
And look at this double team work here by Sinner and Saint. This is Judas Icarus into the cover and a kick out by Quintero.
It's no doubt that Quintero and Torero, I imagine, will be pretty quick with their lucha style, but again, Sinner and Saint, they can keep up with anyone you put in front of them, and I know it's about to get crazy.
I believe Torero made a tag there per the official Frank Gastineau, and now Torero trying to set up, Travis Williams for Quintero. Torero is legal. Oh, and the shoulder up in time there for Williams.
I had the opportunity to speak with Torero earlier today, get to know how he's feeling ahead of his TNA Xplosion debut. And he says this place, TNA, is the one he has always wanted to, it's the stage he's always wanted to be on. Woo!
Excellent drop kick there by Quintero. The tag team legacy alone in this company. Hold on, here's a cover on Williams and a kick out at 2. Teams like the Motor City Machine Guns, LAX, the North, Beer Money, America's Most Wanted, the Naturals, Bad Influence, Team 3D, I could go on and on.
Sure, and don't count out the ones we have in our division right now, like the ABC, the Rascals. They are just getting started. There's no telling where they're gonna go.
Oh, brainbuster there by Williams. Not to mention our reigning tag team champions, Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers of the System. Meanwhile, this is Judas Icarus tagged in to meet Torero.
Yes, I would be remiss to not mention the System. They have made themselves very well known.
And Judas Icarus able to drop Torero. The adaptability of Sinner and Saint on display, like you were talking about earlier on here in the matchup. Oh, face first, down goes Torero. Here's the cover, hook to the leg, tucking the arm, and the left shoulder up in time. Tag mate in comes Travis Williams, and how about the announcement last night on Impact per Director of Authority Santino Marella? The road to Slammiversary qualifying matches. Now look at this. Oh, they were trying to set up for their finishing move, and it was blocked. Torero nearly pinned Williams, and Quintero slowing up Icarus. Oh, back elbow. Williams and Icarus bombarding Torero right now. Fans in Chicago behind the Luchadors, but nonetheless. Oh, they call this the Ode to the Fallen. Sinner and Saint get the win.
Here are your winners, Sinner and Saint.
Like I said, ever adaptable and always ready to capitalize on their opponents. What a great victory for Sinner and Saint here tonight on Xplosion.
Still to come, Leon Slater goes one-on-one with the Beast Khan. But up next, TNA Plus presents From the Vault. Welcome back to Xplosion, and now TNA Plus presents From the Vault.
So in a match like this, Taz, when you're looking to incapacitate your opponent for that 10 seconds, what kind of strategy do you use coming into it?
Well, I'm a little different than these ladies here. I would go for a submission, try and choke my opponent out quickly. But these two girls are both, they're kind of very intense and loaded with a lot of like estrogen issues and stuff like that. So they're kind of raging out here, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that really answers your question. I don't think it does actually answer your question.
No, you didn't. Didn't even come close.
Look at this. It's a great move here. Look at that.
Yeah, octopus style.
Oh, I love the
you call it
octopus.
for the submission strategy.
Well, that's what I just call it. See, Gail, Kim, and I, it's like we're like on sublingual facts, like subliminally connected.
Huh?
Yeah, look, I call for a submission. Gail feels what I'm saying. It's like biorhythms, you know what I'm
The
saying?
experience advantage here is huge for Gail Kim in her 13th year as a pro.
Well, who else bust out biorhythms on a wrestling show? Hashtag biorhythms.
Here comes the count now. Gail Kim just trying to pick her apart, much like you've been doing to the English language, Taz.
Thank you. Do you think that ODB is going to be able to count to 10 by towards, maybe the next minute or two? By the time all of that liquor kicks into her?
You got these issues with ODB.
She's an intoxicated referee, let's be honest. She's trailer park trash, and I'm trying to be PC. Oh, look at Gail. Gail Kim, she's just perfect at what she does.
First ever Knockouts champion.
How she climbs the ropes.
Back in October of 2007, Gail Kim became that first ever knockout champ. She's held the Knockouts title on 2 occasions. And Gail Kim was named by PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, as the #1 female wrestler in the world. That's the kind of competition that Terrell has tonight.
Terrell having to answer the count yet again, and Gail Kim getting an equalizer as Terrell gets back to her feet.
Well, it's all legal, right? All legal here.
Whoa! Just punting that chair.
Big punt, big punt.
And Terrell has been so impressive since joining the Knockouts division as a competitor. She can match intensity. What is going to win out here? Oh, the intensity and the hunger of Terrell, or the experience and intensity of Kim?
It's a good call, Todd. You'll think back in April, Impact Wrestling, Terrell, she defeated Gail Kim in a singles match. Now the opportunity here to prove her supremacy in this last knockout standing.
Terrell.
Switch it up to you. Oh, Gail's got that chair in hand.
Oh, wow. Cross body by Terrell, but she ran right into that chair.
Both ladies, their midsection were crossed that chair.
Damage that could do to the ribs.
That was nasty.
Man, we heard the impact. Sitting here at the broadcast table close by as ODB puts in the count.
Oh, look at Gail here. I'm sorry, Gail going over, pounding Taryn's leg on that chair.
Trying to take out the leg there. Yeah, hard to answer the count if you can't get back to your feet. Gail Kim came in with a very aggressive game plan here, and so far it's paying off.
Oh, absolutely. You can see she's got some bad intentions on her mind, on her pretty little mind, is Gail Kim. Pretty little mind with bad intentions. Boom! Oh! She blocks it. I'm out here singing tunes. Slammiversary, baby.
All right, multi-talented.
I do that.
Uh-oh, look out here, though.
Oh, not this again.
Oh, man, this is a bad hold.
Oh, and she's got it locked in, just wrenching back. Imagine the pain going through the leg.
It's all legal. It's all legal in this match.
You're going to hear Taryn Terrell screaming out in pain.
That might do it, guys.
That was nasty. And besides that, she had that big pole stuck in between the legs while that submission was on. So, you know, it's definitely a double doozy, man. Nasty.
Steel post will be fine.
Get your mind out of the gutter today. Crazy. All right, now, 7. Look, this might be it. Taryn Terrell's done. Oh, she's up.
8. Taryn's back on her feet. And she not only avoided the contact from Gail Kim, but did you hear that?
Oh, no.
As Gail went right into the steel chair.
That was nasty.
Well, her best laid plans came back to bite her in the you-know-what there, right into the chair.
Let's keep our eyes on the count from ODB. I think she's up to 3.
Oh, she's hurt. Gail's got to be hurt. That was really bad.
She's at 5.
Get up, Gail. You can't lose here, Gail. You got to get up. Sorry, it shouldn't be.
She's at 8.
She's up. She's gonna get up. She's gonna get up. There you go. Let's take a look here. Wait. Let's see what happens here. Hold on. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Gonna give her a taste of her own medicine, and it's not gonna taste good for Gail Kim. How's it feel, Gail?
Break that. No. ODB, get her off that hold.
What do you mean get her off the hold? It's not illegal. You were just cheering for Gail when she did it, pointing out how legal it was.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. It's just I feel bad for Gail. It was just, you know, she has a little bit less, you know, she's a little smaller. So
knock it off.
She's got more of a delicate body. That's what I'm trying to say, Gail Kim. She's more of a, you know, softer, more of a lady, you know.
Now, nothing soft about him in this match, though. It has been very personal and very physical since the opening bell, as Gail tries to get back to her feet again and does. Oh my God.
That she landed hard to Taryn Terrell, and that's what happens when you got screws loose in your brain. You do things that are just a little nuts.
And that ramp it's just unforgiving steel. Went flying with the dive, and Gail.
ODB, she's doing a lot of counting, but I think she's blown up.
Going for that spear, and you're right, Mike, just an absolute nosedive, no give on that ramp. It counts up.
I think we're at 6 at this point, just past, 7. We're at 8.
Oh, she's got him.
Oh, she made it up before the 10 did Taryn Terrell.
Unbelievable heart on display here by Terrell. Finds a way to dig down deep again.
Well, the tough thing was those 10 seconds, 9 seconds, helped Taryn recover.
Oh, just sweeps the leg. Oh, what a sickening thud.
Well, that was nasty. I mean, these girls are not as thick and muscly built and heavy as our guys are. Male wrestlers, obviously, so that was a bad landing for Taryn.
Halfway there at 5.
I think it's the experience coming into play there for Gail, able to sidestep and sweep there.
Gail's gonna win this thing here, guys.
She's up to a knee at 8.
A kicker.
And again, she was able to barely beat that 10 count. No.
Oh, what does Gail have in mind now?
No.
Is she going for a damn power driver on the ramp? He's going to try and end her career here.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, holy excrement indeed. That was a bulldog off the ramp to the floor.
ODB's count.
I'm stuck in a moment, and that's it.
Taryn just got up to her feet before the 10. Yes, Taryn did it.
Your winner, Taryn.
able to get back to her feet. She's the last knockout standing. What a battle.
And now on TNA Xplosion, on a week where we celebrated the anniversary of his birthday, it's time for the Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of the late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5, we cycle back to Against All Odds, which you can watch back anytime on demand on TNA+. It was full of surprises, one of which was Rebecca Hardy getting involved in the main event, the Broken Rules match. In the closing moments, Matt Hardy was looking to put Moose through a table, but Moose pulled Rebecca Hardy into harm's way, and Matt accidentally speared his own wife through the table. Moments later, Moose was able to retain, and well, plenty more played out after that. At number 4, it was last week on Impact that the System visited the Hardy compound 24 hours before Against All Odds. Part of that mind-bending experience was the trip that Eddie Edwards went on. Not only was he transported back in time to his days as part of the tag team known as the American Wolves, but also Matt Hardy's young son Wolfgang transformed Eddie into a literal wolf. If you can't believe what I'm saying right now, then you should check it out right now on TNA Plus on demand. At number 3, TNA's Total Nonstop Summer Tour continues after Against All Odds in Chicago was sold out. We had so much fun in the Windy City. And up next, we're heading to Philadelphia, my hometown, in the Hallow 2300 Arena on June 28th and June 29th for 2 nights of TNA Impact. Be sure to head to TNAWrestling.com right now for ticket information. Tickets are on sale and still available for Philadelphia, as well as our trips to Montreal and Tampa. And you can check out all the information upcoming for TNA's trips to Louisville, Cleveland, and Spartanburg, South Carolina in the coming months. At number 2, Against All Odds was full of surprises, sold out in Chicago. The TNA Knockouts World Champion Jordynne Grace was holding an open challenge. Anyone from anywhere could step up and challenge the Juggernaut for her championship. Answering the call was WWE NXT superstar Tatum Paxley. Paxley stepped up to the Juggernaut to challenge her for the championship, and in the process reminded so many TNA fans of the late great knockout Daphne in the process. And at number 1, as I mentioned, Against All Odds was loaded with surprises, sold out in Chicago. The biggest of the night, however, was at the end of the night. Jeff Hardy, the charismatic enigma, returning to TNA to help out House Hardy against the System. It was a simply electrifying moment as Brother Nero returned to TNA Wrestling. You've got to watch it all back on demand on TNA Plus. Still to come, it's Leon Slater squaring off with Khan. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller, starring the Knockouts World Champion, the Juggernaut, Jordynne Grace. Welcome back to Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Around the Ring. As always, I'm Gia Miller, and today I am joined by none other than the Juggernaut, the Knockouts World Champion, Jordynne Grace. Jordynne, thank you for sitting down with me today.
I forgot my belt. Is that okay?
That's okay. we'll allow you to sit here. This is casual. This isn't about wrestling. Although you are the Juggernaut, you are the Knockouts
I was gonna
World
say
Champion.
you introduced me as the Knockouts World Champion, so I was like, oh, I don't even have my belt right now.
It's okay. This is not about wrestling. This is Around the Ring.
All right.
And I don't like to talk about what we're about to talk about before, so she has no idea what we're gonna hit. And this is the hard-hitting stuff. So I hope you're prepared. At home, on my refrigerator, I have a little Christmas card, and on it, it's a lovely, beautiful couple, and then just completely surrounding is a line of cats and dogs, a horde, if you will. And that horde, I think, belongs to you.
It does belong to me. And actually, I really thought you were messing with me because we did talk about what we were going to talk about beforehand, and I thought she was about to swerve me on camera and ask me something crazy. But yes, I have 6 dogs right now and 2 adorable cats. that are almost 10 years old.
Oh my gosh. And I feel like you add on to this group.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
All
For
right.
real this time. I know I keep saying that, but like 6 is too many, guys. It's too many.
I don't know. The distribution system is real.
No,
So
I can't have 6 cats and 6 dogs. It's not good. And I think our backyard is just like it's 6 dogs is max.
yeah. That's my first question. How do you even do it? Like, what is the routine like?
Well, so when I'm traveling, we have a dog nanny that is very expensive. So if you want 6 dogs, you better have a lot of money or be ready to get in debt. Because she literally just basically moves in when we're gone and stays the dogs the entire time. Because if she doesn't come there, then the dogs will just destroy the house.
Oh, I'm sure.
More than they already have.
Yeah.
And we started like pretty conservatively. Like we both basically got like our quote unquote dream dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I started, I guess because when you get a dog from a breeder, like more breeding stuff pops up. And I started like researching it and I was like, dang, maybe that wasn't the best idea.
Sure.
And then we decided to start fostering dogs, which I think everybody knows how this goes.
Foster fail.
Yes, foster fail. So our most recent one, she was a hardcore fail. Like I really was like, we're not gonna have 6 dogs. There's no way we can do it. And she had a meet and greet scheduled for a person to come. And I started asking questions. I was just like, well, who is she gonna like be with when the person's going to work? Are there any like brothers and sisters for her to be with? Like,
oh my gosh.
any other cats and dogs in the house?
It was intense.
And they're like, well, people don't normally ask all these questions. And I was like, well, I just want to make sure that she's gonna be okay. But it turns out that it was gonna be this couple's like first dog, and she wasn't gonna have any brothers and sisters. And I was like, well, she's so used to having all her brothers and sisters now. So that was my reasoning for keeping her.
There's always a reason. I happen to have a foster fail of my own, so I sympathize. I understand.
If you know, you know.
You know. And once you look into those eyes and you hold them and you feed them and you nurse them, it's like
you're the mom.
You are, and they look at you like they're your mom.
The camera guy just looked at me like I'm insane.
No, they look at you like they're your mother. Like you have given me life, and it's like I love you just as much. I would kill and die for you.
I will say my husband did say that I can't say that because it's offensive to actual parents, but it's hard not to. So I'm sorry if you're offended, but I do love my dogs.
Sure. Yes, we treat them like, and you should. They're living beings just like anything else, and they should be treated with feelings too. They do, with love and kindness and care. And I'm happy that you have the horde, and I know that horde is very well taken care of.
I actually like talking about this better than wrestling.
Exactly. So that means we have to have you back for part 2, and maybe we'll get some guests.
Oh, maybe I'll bring them.
We were on the same wavelength. We're going to bring some guests in next time. Well, Jordynne, thank you so much for sitting down with me. I hope all of the pups and the kitties send them all my love.
Yeah, I'll give them some treats for you.
All right, sweet. Guys, this has been Around the Ring.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact? No problem, as we're going to get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It, next. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
That's a nasty place to be for EY there, who's got to use all his upper body strength to drag himself and the walking weapon.
Young was trying to get to the bottom rope. Alexander holding on to this submission here. Oh, and finally, look at this. EY able to break out of it, trying to set up a submission of his own, going for his own sharpshooter. Look at this.
That was brilliant. You saw the way Eric Young picked the ankle there of Josh Alexander. Didn't see it coming.
And Alexander gets to the bottom rope, breaks up the sharpshooter.
Just another example of how evenly matched these world champion caliber athletes are as they compete for a spot in that title match at Slammiversary.
We are back here on TNA Impact. This is a Road to Slammiversary qualifying matchup. It's Eric Young up against Josh Alexander. One of these two men will move on to the 6-way elimination match for the TNA World Championship. We'll see on Saturday, July 20th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus at Slammiversary in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Moose must defend against 5 other competitors. these qualifying matches will play out over the next number of weeks. And it was curious earlier on tonight, Ray Walt, when this was announced by Santina Marella, Moose was smiling at the thought of a 6-way elimination match.
That is the level of confidence of the TNA World Champion. You heard him. He is unbeatable, and who could blame him for feeling that way as of late?
Alexander able to roll through. Oh, knee right to the back of the head. Young is down. Here's the cover. Shoulders pressed down and a kick out there by Young. Young and Alexander were tag team partners just this past weekend, and against all odds, their miscommunication down the stretch led to a victory for the ABC.
So now, if there was any frustration, they get to take it out here in a pathway to Slammiversary.
And now Josh Alexander, shades of the TNA Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle with the German suplexes. Oh, and Alexander blocked the lariat, kicking the arm.
EY with the counter!
Oh, dumped him with the Death Valley driver. Is it enough to move on to Slammiversary, and a kick out there by Alexander?
And EY, he's not wasting any time either. After that kick out, already scaling to the top rope.
Wow, rushed at Eric Young. Big right forearm there by Alexander. Puts Young on the apron, and look out.
Here goes Alexander. Flying right through Eric Young.
There's a reason they call him the standard of TNA wrestling. Josh Alexander has main evented the last 3 consecutive Bound for Glory events. That is only exceeded by Sting, the TNA Hall of Famer, who main evented 4 straight between 2006 and 2009. Off the top for a moonsault. Flashbacks to their battle at Slammiversary in 2022.
Josh Alexander pulling out all the stops to punch his ticket to Slammiversary.
Wow, now rushing at Eric Young.
Young more than willing to answer back. And look out!
Elbow drop! Young into the cover, hook to the inside leg. Oh, and a kick out by Alexander.
Yeah, we got to take another look at this, Tom. Watch EY all the way from the top rope, elbow to the heart of Josh Alexander, but the walking weapon stays in the game.
Young, who earlier this year challenged Moose for the TNA World Championship at Sacrifice in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, was dashed by Frankie Kazarian that night. And now he's going for a pile driver here on Josh Alexander.
That world title means so much to both these competitors, to both these guys here.
Oh, now Alexander going to the ankle lock on Young.
That's tied in now. The second major submission locked in, and look.
Young able to turn it around. Going for the Young blood neck breaker, and he got it. But Alexander was getting back up to his feet, trying to follow up, and a pile driver by Young.
Is that it?
It's EY going to Slammiversary. And Alexander gets his foot on the bottom rope. The match continues. Take a look back here at the Young blood neck breaker deep into the bag of tricks there for Young, and then the pile driver, which few men have ever kicked out of against Eric Young. Josh Alexander, great ring awareness, getting his foot on the bottom rope, and the match continues.
You talk about people, technically Josh Alexander didn't kick out of it there. I mean, using whatever energy he had left to get his foot there, but that shows you also the amount of punishment the walking weapon has taken. Are you kidding me? Look.
Going all the way to the
top.
What
the hell?
He's thinking about a pile driver from off the top turnbuckle. Ooh. Now Alexander ripping Young down to the canvas in the ankle lock.
Beautiful counter there by Josh Alexander. The awareness to turn on a dime and grasp the ankle again.
Oh, Young trying to catch Alexander, shoulders down. Oh, and a kick out by the walking weapon.
Both these guys trying to catch each other off guard.
Huge discus clothesline by Young.
Alexander nearly going inside out there. Here we go again.
Think about another pile driver on that twice surgically repaired neck of Josh Alexander's. Oh, it's caught. Caught by Alexander in a forearm shiver.
Once again, snaps off a German suplex, and the walking weapon is fired up.
How Alexander trying to end this thing. Going for the C4 spike. Cover. Alexander is going to Slammiversary.
Here is your winner, Josh Alexander.
The walking weapon finds himself one step closer to reclaiming the title that has meant everything to him.
Take a look back at the conclusion of this matchup. Eric Young fired off some big-time shots in this, but it was the C4 spike by Alexander that sealed the deal. Josh Alexander joins the field for the six-way elimination match for the TNA World Championship live on July 20th in Montreal at Slammiversary.
Two of the best to come out of Canada, two of the best to ever represent the letters TNA. Just put on another classic.
What a sign of respect between two legends of TNA. Coming up next, it's our main event. Leon Slater, one-on-one with Khan, next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first from Blackburn, England, Leon Slater.
Now this is a matchup I've been really looking forward to seeing. It was weeks ago on TNA Impact that Leon Slater defeated Alan Angels in a one-on-one matchup. Leon Slater has just so much ability. It was after the fact that Khan stormed to the Impact Zone, targeting Alan Angels. Leon Slater didn't believe that was the right thing to let just happen, so he stood up and got in the face of the baddest man in TNA.
His opponent, he is a self-proclaimed baddest man in TNA, Khan.
And meanwhile, it was on the 20th anniversary edition of TNA Impact. Khan kicked things off against Jake Something that night. Jake got the win, but Khan tried to snap Jake Something's neck after the fact. Leon Slater got the business of Khan, and now the baddest man in TNA is targeting the 19-year-old prodigy from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, certainly has a score to settle in his own mind. And the violence that Khan brings to the ring each and every time, it's honestly got me a little nervous for Leon Slater.
We talked about it earlier on, seeing Sinner and Saint against Torero and Quintero in a great tag team matchup. Williams and Icarus getting the win there. A clash of styles in that match. We saw the adaptability of Sinner and Saint. So what's going to play out here in this match? Size versus speed, athleticism, all the ability in the world for Leon Slater, but Khan runs about 300 pounds and he can move. Is not a statue by any means in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hate to sound like a broken record, but Leon Slater is an incredibly adaptable athlete. So I don't want to count him out of this matchup. I mean, he has gotten the better of Khan before, so I believe he can do it again here tonight.
Khan wanted to sample Leon Slater's neck weeks ago after Slater got in between Khan and Alan Angels. That was a chaotic scene in the Impact Zone to the point that Khan Snapped the neck of a member of TNA's security on his way out.
And I can imagine that urge in Khan has only gotten stronger. I mean, each time Leon capitalizes on something, gets the better of him, that fire is just, it's fanned. It's getting bigger and bigger. And
whoa, trying to grab Leon Slater by the neck. Slater felt it coming, using those long legs, handspring, back elbow there. It got a piece of Khan.
Oh, and I knew it looks like it just makes him angry.
Khan still standing. He's still up, held up by the ropes now after another back elbow. Oh, boot right to the face by Slater. Now Slater. Sending Khan to the outside. Khan still on his feet, but sent clean out of the ring by Slater.
And he had to put his whole body into that clothesline.
And now Slater, diving at Khan. Oh, look out. Oh, dumping Slater out of the hardest part of the ring.
Oh, God bless him.
And that will slow down Leon Slater in a hurry.
No.
Oh, driving the lower back, the core of Slater into the hardest part of the ring where steel meets wood. Now Khan dives back inside. Both men beat the 10 count. Oh, and Slater center the turnbuckles.
Oh, God, the face of Leon. Look at the pain.
Now Khan continues the assault here on Slater. Oh, spine first into the top turnbuckle.
Wow, word.
Khan absolutely dissecting the young Slater. Khan taking his time here. So much happening right now in TNA Wrestling as we saw last night on Impact. We're on the road to Slammiversary with a variety of qualifying matches to find out who's going to challenge for the TNA World title on July 20th. Live in Montreal, and pay-per-view and TNA Plus is Slammiversary.
And that's right, we've already named our first contender, and that's going to be Josh Alexander.
Defeating Eric Young last night in a spectacular matchup. 4 more players will take their place amongst Alexander and the champion Moose. Oh, that 6-way elimination match, and Slater creates a little bit of breathing room between himself and Khan.
Like I said, able to adapt, able to capitalize. Khan was getting ready to take Slater out, and he saw that swift moment.
Drop kick right to the face. Slater, you could see, still favoring the lower back. He's trying to push through the pain.
Oh, and it's going to take a lot of pushing, especially if he wants to take down the baddest man in TNA.
Oh, again, then back first into the turnbuckles, gets the boot up, creates a little bit of space. Slater, hurricane run on him on drop Khan. Khan slides out of the ring to buy himself some time.
Leon's got to stay on top of him. Don't take too much time.
Slater still feeling the pain in his back. Picking it up over the top. Oh, and he levels Khan in the entranceway.
Pure adrenaline right there.
Slater and Khan doing battle on the outside of the ring. Oh, and Khan shoved into the post by Slater. Very smart by Slater, trying to utilize the environment against the big monster.
Constantly changing, constantly learning. That is Leon Slater.
Wait a minute, Gia, we've seen this before.
Oh, no.
Slater went over the steel post and wiped out Khan.
Holy cow!
Take one more look at this. Slater clearing the ring, the turnbuckles and the post to annihilate Khan.
Just incredible, the athleticism of Leon Slater, but he's got to get Khan back in the ring, and he's got to capitalize right now.
Oh, and a huge clothesline by Khan. Cover, is it enough? Slater gets the left shoulder up.
Gosh, I mean the fight. that Leon Slater has in him. I mean, I can't compare it to anything.
Series of elbows here in the corner by Khan. And Slater really went for broke on that dive to the outside, considering the damage in his lower back created by Khan.
Yeah,
the longer this match goes, it's going to favor Khan.
And I think Slater knows he's going to have to give Khan everything he's got if he wants to take him down.
Leg lariat. Khan is down. Huge opportunity for Slater. Go for the swap. Top 450. Cover. Slater is able to beat Khan.
Here's your winner, Leon Slater.
Paige Principali with a great job there on the count. Khan down his shoulder up at 3.1. Slater, your winner tonight on TNA Xplosion.